Hello and welcome to the first video of the year on the channel. I've been outside hard at work on cleaning up the greenhouse, and I have been planting. I haven't posted any videos. I planned on posting a video I did make about my grow room, which I set up a grow room in the house to grow my tomato plants this year myself from seed, and then use the cuttings to grow all the other plants in the greenhouse, so I didn't have to buy plants, Bonnie's plants, basically from Walmart, and I could save a bunch of money. Mother plants, if you will, of all the plants in the greenhouse currently. And I think there's probably about 35 or so plants in the greenhouse, and in my grow room in the house I have another 30 or 40 cuttings that are rooting right now. This right here is a Sweet Cherry 100, and this right here that you see, the yellow, that is a Sun Sugar. So those are the two varieties of cherry tomatoes I'm growing this year. I'm decided that I'm not growing large tomatoes right now, just because last year I suffered so much losses from them, from pests, things like that. Cherry tomatoes, I've had much more luck with them in terms of productivity and a generous harvest. So even if the insects do some damage, the cherry tomato plants, they grow a lot faster. They recover a lot faster from insect damage. The fruits, basically ripen, grow, and get to harvest stage much faster than a large tomato, and you get a lot more of them. So with cherry tomatoes, you're basically guaranteed a good harvest, assuming you water them and you have good soil for them to grow in. These right here are not doing so well because they were double transplants. I had a nursery out here that was heated and cooled that I was moving my plants out of my grow room into out here to protect them from the cold. And some of them are double transplants, and they're taking a while to recover from that. So I won't be double transplanting. All the ones I'm rooting now will go straight from the water solution right into the soil, instead of putting them in a pot and then trying to double transplant them, which damages the roots. As you can see, my plants are big, beautiful, and healthy. Lots of flowers over there on those Sweet Cherry 100s. I can tell the difference between what plant is what by how large the flower truss is on it. The Sweet Cherry 100 produces a lot more cherry tomatoes than the Sun Sugar variety does. So like this one here is that is going to be a Sun Sugar, likely Sun Sugar, especially when they get a little bigger. I can definitely tell the difference. When they're smaller, it can be hard to tell. That's definitely a Sweet Cherry 100, because the Sun Sugars, they don't put out that many flowers. That one looks like a Sun Sugar there. Anyway, I got more on this side growing, and right now I'm dealing with a pest. That's why you see all those little white food trays there. They're filled with soapy water in order to kill the dreaded flea beetle. There's one right there crawling around. It's eating holes inside my leaves, doing damage, especially to the younger plants. So I got Dawn dish soap, and I've been treating them. And I don't see any more over there, but these plants are a little bit too small to put the trays under them. So I just got to keep them under control while these plants get a little bigger. And it's still a little bit of a mess in here. I took out my solar panel system, which all the electronics for it was sitting over here. So I can turn this into a grow space. And I'm basically running off a landline anyway. I'm going to put that solar panel system on my cargo trailer instead. It was a good idea, but it didn't work too well for the greenhouse. You need a much bigger system to run the fans constantly all day, especially when it gets hot in June and July. These fans got to be running all day to push the heat out of here, because it will get hot in here. Because I do keep the plastic down in case it rains, because I don't want the leaves on my tomato plants getting wet and spreading diseases and fungus and stuff like that. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will try to post some regular updates as the plants grow up and this turns into a giant tomato cave. Everyone have a very blessed day.